Hey, what's going on? Hopefully, everyone has had a great Thanksgiving. I'm so happy that you've decided to join back in with the Financial Mirror, and I could not be more excited about what this episode brings and what we're going to talk about today. Because ultimately, as every episode is, it's all about you, and this episode is even more specifically about you. So, like I started off with the prelude, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and got plenty of time to spend among your family and your friends. Obviously, I'm sure you got plenty of food. There is always plenty of food, multiple leftovers every single Thanksgiving. So hopefully you got plenty to eat. I know I did. We flew out to Big Island, Hawaii. You can see it right there on the map. I once I moved to Hawaii in 2017, and it wasn't until I got out here that people that I talk to, and when they ask me where I'm from, and I tell them, I'm from Alabama, but I live in Hawaii. I didn't realize how many people did not know that Hawaii is multiple islands. I know, shocking. But I live on Oahu, so if you're looking, I live up in this on this island right here. But we flew down to Big Island for some family that lives in Big Island, and enjoyed the company of family all around us. So flew out on Wednesday, and after being there last weekend for a wedding, let me tell you, I am starting to feel like my body does not know what being full or being not full feels like. I mean, have been eating stuffed, been eating so much through the past week. So as all of that was happening, I say all that to say this, and this is sort of what led me to realize that this is a great opportunity to bring up this subject, because I'm sure many of you out there are sort of probably experiencing some of that same feeling that I am. Full, so much going on. There's Thanksgiving, there's holidays, there's like Christmas holidays are coming up. You've got all these things going on, and it can almost feel overwhelming, because the holidays can feel stressed. It's a lot of people say that is probably a lot of family members are lost during this holiday, and it can lead to people feeling stressed or more sadness that comes with not having family members here to do these celebrations. And ultimately, that plays a big role in sort of how the emotional side of this sort of all plays into it. But all of this to say, it led me to this episode because I really wanted to do an episode on how healthy living is a wealthy life. And that's where this episode came from. Your health, the key to a wealthy life. It's very true. It's very true. And there's so much out there that can prove this. And before you run away, I want you to know that these are going to be very simple approaches to your health. They're going to easily be able to be implemented into your everyday life. So don't get stressed out over this episode. I'm telling you, if you can implement these basic principles into your life, I promise you, not only are they going to leave you happier, they're going to leave you healthier, and they're going to make you wealthier. I'm telling you. Because I want to be very clear. Not having a firm grasp on your health will lead to health cost. And health costs cost you big time. And I mean big time. Health costs are continuing to rise much faster than wages are rising. And I mean, this is leading to more people having to spend more of their hard-earned money on health costs. And I'm not saying all diseases are preventable. They're not. They're absolutely not. But a lot of them are. And a lot of these simple, let me take that back. A lot of the more common, different things that go on with people's health that sort of deteriorate people's health, a lot of those are preventable. The more common ones are. And so you've got to get a grip on your health because it does cost you in the long run. Healthy workers tend to be more productive. Medical bills are expensive, so that it costs you huge in medical bills. And health problems lead to higher health insurance premiums in the long run. So for today's episode, I'm going to cover 2 areas that you can focus on that will help you live healthy for that wealthy life. And I break them down into body and mind. That's the 2 areas that I want to focus on. I want to focus on the body itself, and I want to focus on the mind. And if you can incorporate this information into your life, you're not only going to start to feel more self-confident, and that self-confidence is going to increase, but your overall enjoyment of life is also going to increase. In addition to both of those mental benefits that it's going to provide, your wallet's going to thank you too for being healthy, because the University of Georgia and the Federal Reserve Bank Chicago, they did a study, and it showed that healthy people accumulate more wealth over time and earn more money. They're making about 28% more than unhealthy people over a lifetime. That's huge, right? 28% more money is going into your pocket just by being healthy. And so, I can't say that enough. I can't stress that enough. Being healthy does lead to being wealthy. They're interchangeable. They're tied together. They are like peanut butter and jelly, and I love peanut butter. If you know me, I love peanut butter so much. So I could sit here, I could go on and on about all of these things and how beneficial your health is, but I want to discuss these 2 areas, the body and the mind, and how they can improve your health to improve your wealth. So first off, we're going to start off with what your body needs. So I want to preface this with when I was in college at the University of Alabama, I earned my first bachelor's degree in kinesiology, and I got a minor in nutrition. So during my time studying the curriculum there and completing my internship to get that degree, it did become obvious that regular exercise, personal diet, and sleep are things that are personally controlled by the individual. And I'll say that again, they are controlled by you, okay? No matter how hard you push somebody. So let's say you get a coach. Let's say you get a financial or not financial coach. If you do need a financial coach, I'm a financial coach. But let's say you get a personal trainer. You get this personal coach that you want to, watch over you and sort of help you achieve whatever goals you have, fitness goals, health goals, whatever. No matter how hard they push you, they can only get you so far, and you're going to give up. And I saw this time and time again. There's a part in the process where you have to buy in, and that buy-in has to happen. If not, at some point, you're going to hit your breaking point and give up before you ever have that chance to buy in. So you've got to buy in. You've got to. This is why it's so important to add this as a part of your lifestyle, this health, this fitness, this nutrition, this sleep. You've got to add all this into a part of your lifestyle, because ultimately it's you that controls these basic needs in your life. And these are basic needs that your body needs, right? So the first one that I want to start with is I want to discuss regular exercise. And I want you to notice that I said regular exercise, just regular exercise. I didn't tell you that you needed to go run 5 miles. I didn't tell you that you needed to go lift 500 pounds. I am simply saying exercise regularly, okay? So exercise is by far the easiest and most effective thing that you can do to improve your physical health. And I truly mean this. I really do. So you may be asking, how is it so easy? Exercising can be so hard. And I'm here to tell you this. I want to tell you that it's easy because, first off, it's free, right? It's free. Like, it costs you nothing. So when if you're worried about a gym membership, your worries are in the wrong spot. Exercising is free. Regular exercise is free. The other big thing that makes this super duper easy is the fact that you can do it anywhere. I can get up, I can walk around my house. It'd be pretty boring, small space. but I could go walk around my house. I've got a next door neighbor that goes and walks at the mall. She walks around the mall. I've seen people that walk all around our neighborhood. Like, you can do exercise anywhere. And notice all I've said is walk. All I'm saying is walk. You don't need equipment to exercise. So if you think that by going and buying a $500 piece of equipment that you're going to exercise more, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You can go exercise without that. And you can go exercise and do any exercise wherever you want for free, and no equipment's needed. All you need is you. So what I want to tell you is that if you can get into the habit of regularly exercising, my suggestion to everyone is reward yourself with new equipment that you think would make exercising more fun as you achieve certain goals. So let's say you set a goal for 5 pounds. You lose 5 pounds, buy you a new piece of equipment that you think would be more fun to exercise with. But don't go out and buy new shoes, new clothes, new equipment just thinking that you're going to start exercising more because you have it. Normally you don't. You waste the money and the equipment sits there, goes stale, and you put it on Facebook Marketplace to sell it when you need the money, and then all of a sudden you're still not exercising, right? So remember, the hardest part is just you getting out and exercising. And that's the part that, I've seen just going out and doing it is the hardest part for most people. In fact, that, I feel that a lot of people think, well, I can't go do a lot, so I just don't do anything. And that couldn't be further from the truth. So what I wanted to show you is the American Heart Association has a quantifiable measure that goes over how much you should be exercising, how much time should be spent exercising. Not distance, not weight, but time. They base it off of time. Now, the activity depends on how much time, but ultimately is time. So here's the numbers: 150 minutes to 300 minutes per week of moderate intensity exercise. That's walking, water aerobics, dancing, gardening, tennis if you're playing doubles, like 2 and 2, less running if you're playing 2 and 2, and biking are all those moderate intensity exercises. So 150 to 300 minutes. That's 2.5 hours to 5 hours per week. The other case, so that's part of it. Or you can do a higher intensity exercise with vigorous intensity, and you can do that at 75 minutes to 150 minutes per week. That's hiking, running, swimming laps, jumping rope, so forth and so on. You can do a combination of the two and mix it up. Just remember, those are the numbers. They're very quantifiable. You can see black and white if you completed those or not. So remember that. Exercise regularly. It's not what you do, it's just that you're doing it. The next thing that you have to do is you have to be thoughtful of nutrition. This is the other part of your health that is easily overlooked. So once again, I didn't tell you to go on a diet. I didn't tell you how much to eat. I simply said be thoughtful. So what you put in your body is what's going to fuel you to perform. This is what's going to help you get through your daily tasks. It's going to help you endure those regular exercises. It's going to help you do things like go to the grocery store, go to work, wake up in the morning, all these things, enjoy time with your spouse, with your kids. This is all fueled by what you eat. So when you put junk into your body constantly, I mean, if you were your body, wouldn't you want to stop being efficient? Like, you're just getting fed junk, right? So that's kind of what happens. You continue to put junk in your body, and it has a harder time providing you the energy you need to get through your day. So in addition to all the junk going in your body and you having less energy, you're also going to start to put on a few extra pounds. So you're going to pack on the pounds, and I'm not talking the Thanksgiving dinner pounds. I'm talking about just pounds over time, and these add up. This can make all of the tasks in your life get that much more difficult. And I want to tell you this analogy because it's probably one of the best analogies that I've ever heard when you're talking about weight. So I want you to imagine this. If you're driving down the road, listen to this on a podcast, please don't close your eyes, but everyone else close your eyes, and I want you to think about it after you look at this picture. So look at this picture if you're watching this live and see this is a weighted vest. If you do not know what a weighted vest is, it's literally a vest that has weights in it. You wear it. Go around with it. It adds however much you put in it 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 50 pounds, it's gonna make your upper body weigh that much more. So best analogy I've ever heard was, if you can imagine wearing this vest to do all of your daily activities, and I mean everything. You sleep in the vest, you walk around work in the vest, you work out in the vest, you take showers in the vest, you cook in the vest, you take your kids out and about in the vest, you do everything in this vest. Now, you never take it off. I'm telling you, and you can probably imagine, this could be quite exhausting, especially if this is like 10 pounds. Like, let's just say you gain 10 pounds. I want you to imagine having a 10-pound vest that you're wearing and trying to do all of these activities. Your body's not made to support all that extra weight. It's really not. We all have a point in our life where we look back and we remember ourselves weighing a certain amount. And and I'm telling you, if you think back to that time, you'll feel like and remember you had so much more energy during that time, and you can get back there. So just be thoughtful of your nutrition and exercise regularly. And that's the thing that I want you to remember. When it comes to this, it's all baby steps. Don't look around at your progress isn't as fast. Everything's not falling into place as fast as you want it to. That's okay. People that truly care about you are going to be excited and they're going to push you. The people that if people want to stare at you, talk about you, whatever, forget them. Like, they really don't matter. They really don't. Those are not the type of people that you need in your life. The people that are going to be there and motivate you are going to be people that you truly need in your life. And we're going to talk about those people in just a moment. First, let's hit the last one for the body. The last part for the body is you got to get regular quality sleep. Not just sleep, but quality sleep. So sleep is one of those things that everyone enjoys, yet so many of us don't get enough of it. And I said us because I'm included in that. Everyone's heard you can't catch up on your sleep, and this is true. This is true. It does take continuous quality sleep to reap the benefits of good sleep. The goal for your sleep is to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. That includes your weekends. Yes, even your weekends. Your body's a machine. Machines want to be efficient. You've got to be efficient. Therefore, you've got to try to stick to that same exact sleep schedule, weekday, weekend, holiday, every day. It's important that you do that to allow your body to run efficiently. If you can, set your goal of 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, and you will noticeably see a difference in how you feel. So a couple other things that I wanted to bring up, just because they're so important, I think they're so predominant in our lives today, on how you can, a couple of little things that you can do to improve your sleep quality. If you're watching live, you can see 10 of them on the screen. I'm going to hit a couple of them that I think are really prominent in our life. But don't consume caffeine late in the day. Caffeine will stay in your body 6 to 8 hours after drinking it. So drinking it after 3 to 4 p.m., that can affect your sleep that night. Don't drink alcohol before bed. Don't drink alcohol before bed. I say that because people like to think alcohol puts me to sleep. It makes me go to sleep. It helps me sleep better, but it doesn't. It overall affects your quality of sleep because it affects your normal sleeping patterns, and that affects that quality that we're talking about. So don't sit there and think that drinking that nightcap is going to help you sleep better. It might help you fall asleep faster, but it's not going to help you sleep better. The other thing is, don't take long daytime naps. Limit those daytime naps to 10 to 20 minutes. I'm not telling you not to nap. I'm just telling you to limit it to 10 or 20 minutes. That can affect your sleep later on in the night. So to wrap up the body needs, I'm telling you, if you can exercise regularly, focus on that nutrition, and get quality and quantity of sleep, you will be on your way to allowing your body to run efficiently. Now, the last part, what your mind needs. You got to focus on your mind. So during my time studying kinesiology at the University of Alabama, I had a professor that was doing her PhD dissertation on how exercise affects the mental state. Specifically, during her dissertation, she was studying how people with higher VO2 maxes, which is sort of how your body handles oxygen that's presented. People with higher VO2 maxes, they are more efficient on how they utilize oxygen in their body. So if you had a higher VO2 max, and what she was looking at was that people with higher VO2 maxes were going to be less likely to experience things like anxiety, stress, panic attacks, etc., stuff like that. And everything seemed to line up exactly as she expected. And I tell you that story because I want you to know how you treat your body through everything that was mentioned before plays a crucial role in your overall mental state. So that exercise, that nutrition, that sleep, that affects your overall mental state. However, it's not the only thing that you can do to contribute to your overall psychological needs. There are decisions that you can make to help drive your healthy life each and every day. And the first thing you can do is you can maintain a positive attitude. This is one of the things that is completely affected by how you think. It's actually the reason why I wanted to put it right here first at the front of this list of what your mind needs, because it is exactly how you think. Like, it's what you're doing the most. It actually isn't a hard one to influence. It's just hard to maintain consistently because of the simple fact that when bad things happen, it becomes a little harder to continue to focus on good things, but it is possible. So don't get discouraged. A very simple way that you can approach maintaining a positive attitude is by simply starting to utilize what is called a gratitude journal. So write down things and thoughts in this gratitude journal that you're thankful for, great things that are happening to you and around you, obviously. These are always, there's always something, and these are going to help you. When things are going bad, you can look at these and you can very quickly remember all those great things that are happening, all the good things that are happening to the people around you, all the things that are happening in your life, all the loved ones that you have. All of these things are going to be perfect for when things are going bad to read. Another thing you can do is continue to improve your self-talk. I've done an episode on this before, and this is something that so many of us have to continue to improve. How you talk to yourself in your mind specifically is going to truly affect how you feel on the inside. So whenever things are going good, talk to yourself positively. When things are going bad, talk to yourself positively. This is why it's so important to talk to yourself in the positive and overcoming way, so that you do not ponder on the negative, and instead you continue to push forward to achieve the great things that I know that you can achieve. Another part of feeding your mind is do something meaningful each day. Ralph Marston said, and this is on the screen if you're watching this, but I want to read it for the people on a podcast. Today is an opportunity to do something positive. Today is your chance to add new value to your life and to your world. Make the commitment to fill this day with meaningful richness and purposeful effort. This is your day to live, so do so with vigor and enthusiasm. So I say that, do something meaningful each day. And I love this because this helps you so much in keeping your stress levels low and preventing tasks from building up. So when you put things off, they rarely go away. I'm not going to say they never go away, but they rarely go away. Therefore, if you can complete something as soon as it comes up, do it. Prevent it from piling up. It will make you much less stressful in the end. About 2 months ago, I wanted to tell you this because I started this and I'm telling you, I couldn't be happier with the results. It's very simple. Each night before you go to bed, think about one thing that you can do the next day that'll take a huge load out of your life, right? So when you wake up the next morning, start working to complete that task. If you are the type of person that knocks out tasks without stopping, find a time in your schedule that will allow for you to do just that, to knock out that one task that you know you needed to do today before you do anything else. If you are a type of person that can start and stop on a task, start earlier in the day and then work your way and finish that throughout the day. Because the one thing I want you to realize is the later you wait in the day, the more chances there are for things to happen, for other things to show up in your life. And it's the likelihood that you just forget about or you fail to complete the one thing you need to do that day. So remember, if you can just do, that's all I want you to focus on. For the one, to make your meaningful day, is to focus on one thing that you need to do. So if the one thing I need to do is go get my car registration done, do it. That's your thing to do that day. But pick one thing to do every day and make the most of it, right? If you can master this and you can get good with the one task, you can continuously improve and maybe have one meaningful have to do today, and then have maybe one good thing to do today. Like maybe if I can get to it, okay, but I have to do my one thing, and then if I can get to this other one, that's great. And then you can continue to add good thing to do's today as you get better at this task, right? So it's all for if you have extra time throughout the day and you have more time to do things. But that's something simple that I started doing. I actually read that in a book. It's very simple to do, yet very, very effective in your ability to make the most of your day. And the final piece to wrap this up is you've got to maintain the relationships around you. You've got to maintain healthy relationships around you. Relationships are the most important part of life. This could be the relationship with your spouse, your kids, your church family, your friends, your coworkers, everyone you encounter. You've got to foster those relationships. Building the relationship is easy. It's easy to go out and make new friends. It's maintaining them that can be so much harder, especially when life is going and everything is going on. It can be so hard to reach out and talk to the people that you love and the people that love you. So the great news is sometimes we make it harder than it actually has to be. And this goes for me too, right? Like it goes for me too. But the great news is you can make a simple phone call, shoot a simple text, and that can be very simple things one simple thing to do to help maintain that relationship. It's very important to maintain these, as we all need those close relationships in our lives when things are not going as good, and when the path is starting to seem a little rough. So we can always count on them to come through, right? Like those people that love you, they always are there and they always want to come through. So I'm challenging you, choose a friend or family member to reach out to at least once every 1 to 2 days and let them know you're thinking about them. Not choosing the same one every time, but choosing another friend or another family member every day or two just to let them know you're thinking about them. It can be a simple text, a simple phone call, and then anytime that you can experience that face-to-face, that's obviously for the better. But make time for them because the relationship ultimately is worth it. So you can see through all of this, they're pretty straightforward, right? It's as straightforward as it gets, and it absolutely will help in ensuring that your health is at the front line of your life, and that health will lead to more wealth for you and your family. So some of them are probably things that you already knew that you should be doing, but hopefully now I provided a way that you can apply these to your life more easily, or maybe giving you a little bit more confidence to show you how easy it could be. The thing is your body and your mind both have needs, and I've went over 3 needs that each of them have and how you can fulfill those. When you feed those needs, it makes your life better. And the part that I want to leave you with is the fact that your greatest wealth is your health. And I can't say it enough. When you're taking care of your mind and your body, they will both perform the way that you need them to. So if you will just focus on this one key, this one simple key of your health, you will be happier with your life, with your relationships, with your work, with your finances, with your church, with whomever that you're a part of, any kind of organization or association or anything that you're with. It will be better. Everything will be better because you will feel better. So if you're ready to take control of your finances, ensure that you're on the right path to your financial goals, and you need someone to sit down with you to make sure that you're building out that personal financial freedom plan, that you are on the right track, or simply if you just need someone to talk to about balancing health to generate wealth, I got you there. I got the bachelor's degree in kinesiology. I'd love to talk to you about health and fitness. So if you do, please go to thefinancialmirror.org/contact, and I will be in touch with you. I will be your financial coach. We will go through everything that is personally associated to you to ensure you're on the right track. Finally, if you do want to give a little extra dose of support to the stream, go to my merch page, thefinancialmirror.org/merch, and pick you up some awesome Financial Mirror gear. It is the holiday season, so if you do want to buy some really cool swag for those stocking stuffers, coffee mugs, mouse pads, water bottles, t-shirts, anything for your family members, please head on over to the website and check it out. I truly do appreciate everyone tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with the people that you love. If you are listening to this on the podcast, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review and a written comment. Both of those truly go a long way in getting this information out. And until next week, continue improving the one thing you can control, yourself. Peace.